Welcome back to another sensual Sunday with fatal hearts and wicked lovers, a Monster Hearts game. I am your resident TA, as I am for the whole semester. Ty, you can find me here at Baron Rolls. I am Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. And I'm going to pass it around, have everyone introduce themselves. Start with Maria.
Well, hello there. I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster pretty much everywhere. Tonight and every Sunday night, I will be playing Nadia Hawthorne, a perfect and sweet and beautiful, lovely lady who loves making friends.
Let's take it to Anders.
Hi, I'm Anders. You can find me at Anders_D_K on the internets. I use he, him pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Isaiah Warnos, who, despite what the last name implies, has done nothing wrong ever in his life and is a very, very pure, innocent boy. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Let's take it to Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I will be Cordelia Knox, who is probably colder than she should be. And she also uses she, her pronouns.
Let's go to Val.
Hey, that's me. I'm Val at Matthew W. Foreman. Hi everybody, I'm Val. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on the Twitter, and I don't know why I saved that Twitter. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Asha, who also uses she, her pronouns, who is just a mess. I love her so much.
Let's finish off with Matthew W. Foreman.
Hey, it's me. I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. You see him pronouns, and I will be playing Aurora, the Fae, who is also uses he, him pronouns. And it's just a delight to be around and is great at parties.
So let's start with a brief recap of last week. Last week on Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers, we met the students of Paxton Academy, the characters you see before you. They met in a study. They had a study hall together, enjoyed lunch at Livington Coffee, where Isaiah works. They discussed the party upcoming this Friday, hosted by Zach and Zari, friends of Nadia's, and generally interacted with each other. They also did an audition for Midsummer Night's Dream, some better than others, and were told they would receive their parts that evening. Isaiah and Cordelia met up at the library to do some research about costuming and set design for the play, as they were on the tech side. And Isaiah had a conversation with Cordelia about maybe some of the supernatural dealings at this school. Anyone else have anything to contribute from last week? Okay. Our story resumes at 11:35 p.m. Monday night. The dull blue glow of the ivory fountain dimly illuminates the quad of Paxton Academy. But the light doesn't quite reach the newly built 3-story Fairmont Hall, the most expensive student housing. We continue on into the window of Suite 312, the lodging of Nadia Hawthorne. Nadia, your suite offers full kitchen, living room, and bedroom. How is your place decorated, and how is it lit?
I think it's kind of like a ritzy IKEA furniture, as in it's super like sleek and minimalist type decor. I think she has unnecessary like useless bowls filled with like those giant like silver reflective balls in them that don't do anything except look like a bowl of giant balls. The lighting in here, she usually keeps it kind of on the dim side. She does have dimmer lights. And she usually keeps it like mid with candles. She has paintings, a couple of them with just oversized frames, and most of them are like of like mountainscapes, or like beautiful seashores with like giant crashing waves. And in the like living room area, she does have a giant mirror on the ceiling that is kind of dotted with lights all around it.
Nice. Around this time, you hear a gentle rapping on your front door.
I'll go over. I assume that there's like a people. I will look through to see who it is.
As you look through, you see Zach. His hair is a little disheveled. Several buttons are undone on his designer shirt. And he's just kind of half leaning against your door.
I unlock it and I open it. And I say, well, hello there.
Hey, just wanted to let you know a job well done.
Really?
Yeah, he seemed very pleased.
Oh. Well, that's a fantastic thing to hear. Are you busy tonight?
Well, I'm a little tired. Maybe get some Gatorade and I can be free. Got electrolytes.
I invite him in.
Okay, steps in.
Zach, as I kind of like, as he's just kind of refreshing himself, I offer him, water. I don't have Gatorade in my house, but I do have wine. And I say, Zach, I'd like your opinion. What kind of I forgot his name. Oh no. What is the guy that he just slept with? Chad, okay. What's your opinion of Chad?
Not the most exciting lover I've ever been with, but...
Alright, besides that.
Oh, he seems nice enough. I don't know what sort of affiliation he has with any sort of groups. He's quite the smoker. I think he might deal a little bit with how much was there.
Do you think it'll be useful?
Depends how interested we are in getting involved with drugs.
Okay. Well, I'd like for you to just get to know him a little bit better. If you find something interesting that we could possibly use to our advantage, that would greatly raise his chances of survival. If not, let me know, because Friday there's I need to start fishing. There's an interesting event that's going to happen at this party, and I need to find a desirable candidate.
Is there any traits you're looking for in this Chad?
This particular Chad fellow, no. To be honest, I just wanted to keep him busy. Away from other people. So if you could just keep him busy, and specifically away from Aurora, that would be great.
Of course, it'll be good for him. It was an alright time. Might get bored after a little bit, but sure. Not a problem. He's double fisting a glass of Cabernet and a bottle of Dasani. Nah, Fiji. You're rich.
Absolutely,
you can afford
Fiji, 100%. All right. And we'll spend the evening rehydrating and then having the sex later.
Okay. After the Cabernet, before the sex, you do get an email. And the email is from Dr. Hauserman at Paxton U. It reads, Miss Hawthorne, you've been selected for the part of Titania, Queen of the Fairies. There are few matters and conditions to discuss, which we will on Thursday evening, the first night of cast rehearsal. Signed, Dr. Hauserman.
I don't reply, but I do make a mental note of it. I put it in my calendar.
The GCal. Then you sex and you sleep. Anyone else have anything else to do Monday evening? Yes, Asher.
So after texting Cordy and making sure she's cool, Asher's going to take a detour to the outskirts of town where there's a bunch of trailer parks set up. It's going to park the motorcycle, going to just not even knock, is going to push open the door to the nearest one, and then chuck her helmet at the sleeping form there, and go, who is her older brother, Nico, and say, come on, training time.
No, it's 11. It's like 11. It's late.
Get up, come on. Dad says train, we gotta train.
He rolls / falls off the couch. What does he look like? What does Nico look like?
Nico has this long, kind of shaggy, dark hair, has got septum piercing, green eyes, and looks kind of disheveled, and is wearing an oversized band t-shirt.
He, eventually after he picks himself off the floor, he is even more disheveled than usual. His eyes are just slowly wiping the sleep off of him, and goes, all right, where do you want to go?
Woods, usual place. Come on. I ain't waiting all day.
He goes to the fridge, grabs some sort of protein shake out of a glass,
Dude.
downs it. Listen, and you gotta have it. There's coffee in here too. And he offers it.
Okay.
It's
I
gross.
drink the rest of the protein shake, and it's gross.
It's very gross. And he follows you out into the woods.
I'm gonna take him to a spot in a clearing. I'm gonna take off my jacket and kind of stretch out. And then I'm gonna raise my fists and say, come at me then.
Okay, I want you to roll a plus volatile. Lash out physically. It's lash out physically.
Yeah, I had a moment where I was like, oh god, yeah, dice. I need that.
You will need dice for this game.
What were we rolling again?
It's rolling with volatile.
Oh, I meant which dice?
2D. It's always gonna be 2d6.
2d6. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's 10 plus 2, so 12.
That's very good. That's very good. He seems still kind of sleepy. He's like trying to raise his hands, but you're just wailing into him. And he coughs a little bit and a little bit of blood. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me stretch a little bit. Anything on your mind tonight? That was pretty aggressive.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. We don't have to bond during these sessions.
Yeah, but I need a breather, because that hurt a lot.
I got an audition for the play. Don't make a big deal of it.
Play? What happened to rugby? I thought you were doing good there.
I can do both.
Well, training, rugby, drama. You're still doing the art. Look at you, you're becoming a regular academic, Ash.
I will come at you again.
Roll another one.
Less good this time. That's 3-5. He knocked me off with that comment about being academic.
Yeah, he said it, and you started to you said that about don't me come at you, but he immediately came after you afterward and half sucker punched you. You always got to keep your eyes up. And don't let him keep you talking.
You know, sometimes I struggle to believe we're related.
Yeah, I would never do 5 activities. I took theater and fell asleep. I once did a monologue and they said not again. So that was an easy pass.
Okay, listen, Dad's gonna roll back into town one day, and he's gonna expect the pack in good shape. We can't lead the pack if we're not in good shape.
He walks over and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I'm sure you got it covered like everything else." And he kind of brushes some of the blood off and then starts to walk back to the trailer.
Asher is going to just kind of stand there and then spin around and like punch a fist into the tree and just shatter it.
And you do without much of an issue. The tree is shattered. Anything else you'd like to do with the evening?
I'm gonna take a drive back to the student halls. If Cordelia is in student halls, I probably keep crashing in her room because my room is probably unused. And so I go and immediately make myself home on Cordelia's sofa and just crash out.
Do you wait up for Ash, Cordelia?
I'm assuming that this is a pretty regular occurrence, so
Yeah.
I don't wait up for her, but I do leave an extra plate of food out from dinner. And I will leave her a glass of water near the couch because I know that she probably didn't drink any.
She
Very
pulled me
thoughtful.
right out there.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah, Asha sees the plate of food and she kind of smiles a bit, which is more like a grimace for Asha.
Okay. And with that, we end Monday night. So it is now Tuesday. You guys go about your day. There is main study hall as usual. We're going to pick it up at third period. Despite the cool weather outside, AC blasts throughout the Banks Athletic Center. Another one of the more modern additions to Paxton Academy. State-of-the-art workout equipment, both cardio and weightlifting. An indoor track circles an open area, and a pool is on the floor below. Aurora, I want you to roll plus volatile.
Okay. Not good at this. -1. 7.
7, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So, Aurora, steel clashes against steel. Your eyes study your opponent as you parry their blade and try to find an opening. It seems to be even footing. You do a couple thrusts, they block it away. They try to make a couple slashes, and you do the same. I want you to roll one more time.
Oh boy. Good thing I'm taking fencing classes. 7.
7. Just as you parry a blow away, you see another thrust incoming. You duck under, and you lash out, but just the last second, you both hit each other with your foils, and a buzzer goes off. The figure in front of you backs off, places their blade in front of their metal mask, and salutes down. They reach up and pull away the mask. Who is your opponent?
Oh, who is my opponent? Tiffany.
Tiffany, what's she like? You friends with her? Did you know her?
Please. Tiffany is a very a kind of a short or a stout girl with blonde, kind of dirty blonde hair, and she always keeps it back in a ponytail. She is actually rather good at applying makeup and is usually often done up very well. But she's, of course, fencing, so she had no time for that. And she has, like, green eyes.
After she pulls off the mask, she says, "You're getting better, Asher."
Thank you, Tiffany. You're as marvelous as you've always been.
Still can't pull off a win, but close. Getting there.
I just kind of took this to me. I mean, who fences anymore, right? it's an interesting and fun activity, but I wouldn't really call it, a skill to be mastered.
Well, I don't think people are out on the streets drawing rapiers and challenging duels for honor, but it teaches you quick reaction time. It's a physical skill. I think strategy, knowing your opponents, their weaknesses, their strengths. I think there are many applicable skills you can learn here.
Maybe people should challenge one another for duels for their honor and such.
You better hit the gym a little more often if you intend to be doing that.
Oh, not me. No. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I would never hurt anyone. But maybe, are you like the dueling champion?
Well, currently, yes.
Oh, fascinating. Well, perhaps you should demonstrate for me the values of squaring up with people. Because I heard a rather nasty rumor about you.
Did you? And she takes her helmet, puts it all the way down, and just sets it down and gestures for you to follow her onto one of the benches that is near the. You guys are in the center of the track. It's kind of the open field area. This is where your class takes place, and she offers you to sit down on a bench with her.
Now, promise me you won't tell me that you got this from me.
Whatever. Sure.
Oh, perfect. So I heard, Troy Benning was flirting with you a couple of weeks ago. And I heard that, you gave in and let him smash. It's just what I heard.
I would never let Troy, please. You seen him?
It's all the talk around school, darling.
Who did you hear the salacious rumor from?
Now, again, you promise me you won't tell that you heard this from me, because it's all around school. So really, you could have heard it from anyone, right? She's such a sweet gem. I hope you don't do anything untoward towards her, but, you should defend your honor, like you were saying. It was Cordelia. It was Cordelia Knox. It was.
She zones out a little bit and kind of looks, and her eyes dart back and forth, and she kind of nods and says, thank you, Aurora. I'll look into this.
Remember our promise.
Of course, I won't tell anyone.
Perfect. I'll skedaddle away.
Okay. She begins disrobing for her fencing gear and kind of pulls out her phone, plays with it a little bit, and then begins to kind of walk off after class. And that is the end of fencing class. Our communal event for today is going to be lunch. Is everyone still going to Livington's for lunch today? Or are you guys staying in the cafeteria? Livington's.
Where's Chad going to be?
You don't know. You could try. What would you do to figure that? I don't know if you could figure that out. Chad,
can I stare into the abyss for it?
Yeah, sure. You could absolutely do that. That's what it's for.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Gaze into the abyss.
It's dark, right?
Yeah, plus dark.
Yeah. 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see is, how do you gaze into the abyss? What does your gaze into the abyss looks like? We know what it did look like last time. How are you trying to evoke these visions exactly?
I am going to pull out a couple glass orbs and spin them around my hands.
What you do is they start to glow a dull pale green, and you see flashes. You see him walking to a coffee shop, and then you see him stop, and he begins to fall almost through the cement. And then you see him screaming as his skin begins to burn, his hair, and it cools off. And then you see him inside of a wicker statue.
Okay, so he's at the coffee house. That's great.
Yeah, and that was your vision.
Then I'm headed to the coffee house.
Great. Everyone's going to the coffee house. All right, you guys make your way to Livington's Coffee, as you often do for your lunch. Oh, sorry. Before that, one more thing I forgot. Last night, Aurora, you did receive an email as well. Yours says, Mr. Aurora, as per our agreement, you have received the part of Oberon, King of the Fairies. There are some specifics we will have to discuss Thursday, first night of rehearsal. Also, Asher, you received an email after your training. Yours said, Miss Volkov, you have received the part of Puck. However, your costume is going to be the most important. I would like you to meet with Isaiah and Cordelia about designing yours first and getting measurements. I will see you Thursday for the first night of rehearsal. Okay. You guys walk into Livington's, as you often do. There are posters of the cartoon lizard. And Anders, what is the name of the mascot, the cartoon lizard?
Oh crap! Did I name it? It needs a name. Let's call him. Nicknamed by college students, his name is Chubby.
Chubby the lizard. You see posters of Chubby the lizard with a huge toothless grin, his head emerging from a cartoony pumpkin. And underneath it says, please enjoy our new line of fall flavors. And you guys are inside the coffee shop. What do you do?
I am probably working.
Yeah, you are once again working.
Yeah.
Everyone else is in there just for lunch as per usual. You guys, and you see that the rest of you guys are there. I don't, probably not together, maybe Cordelia and Ash are, but you do see everyone else is here. And you will notice too that in the email, it was not a cast list. It was a specific email about what part you got. It was not who else was cast in what. And
it specifically said to like meet up.
There will be rehearsal on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, at the same time the auditions were, like shortly after class gets out, probably like 4:30. And it is Tuesday.
Just to reiterate, so it is Nadia who got a part, Asher got a part, and then Aurora got a part, correct?
Yes. And you two were assigned to be in on crew the first day.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, I assuming since you said we're all here, I am going to go up to Nadia. Hey. So Isaiah and I are on tech. So at some point it would be really good if we could meet just to take some measurements and get your costume in order and just start thinking about that. We have to give him some plans by Friday.
I suppose I could. I'm gonna look over to did Zari ever come back?
Yeah, not that night, but I mean, you reunited in study hall. Yeah,
Okay.
not dead.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
You reunited in study hall. She relayed to you what happened with Asher. No, not exactly. She gave you the gist that she talked to Asher.
Okay. Is Chad here? I would have made...
Chad is here.
Okay. Cool. I just kind of like look around to everyone else who's sitting at the table and say, we don't have anything after school, do we?
No, I don't, not today. Not that I have planned, says Zach.
I can meet you after classes.
That would be great, but we need to meet if we could just do it at the theater, that would be ideal, because then I can just leave all of the notes there. Are you going to be bringing your whole group with you? Is that how that works?
Does that make you uncomfortable?
No, it doesn't. I just don't want them there.
Yes, they'll be coming, but they don't have to be there while the measurements are taking place, unless you want them to be.
No, that's not really my kink. Okay, thank you. And I will walk away.
Okay.
The smile immediately drops as soon as she turns around.
I am at the counter ordering coffee, and when I see Cordelia walk away, I'm gonna wink at Zari.
She blushes just actually. Yeah, she blushes a little bit and gives you a wave back.
I just kind of shoot a look over at her, and then I look over at Asher, and I just kind of like give her a.
Well, you told me to get close. I'm trying.
All right.
See, it's working. Exactly what you wanted.
I am also then going to meet up with Asher at the counter and, nod, say hello. Isaiah.
What? I'm like reading my copy of Midsummer Night's Dream and not paying attention at all to work.
Great. If we could have some coffee, that would be really great. And also this afternoon after classes, we have to meet with Nadia to take some measurements, but I am wondering, since you are more interested in the sets, I could take care of the costumes and taking care of some of the nitty gritty of that, like measurements, but I need you to keep her crew kind of busy and away from it. It makes me sort of uncomfortable when they're there.
Which ones are her crew?
Literally everyone who's with her.
So like one.
You don't need to point right now. Let's not do that.
Okay.
For that.
I'll just kind of like wave over as I see Isaiah pointing towards us, and I'll just go.
I'm gonna catch it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No, I can probably make that work. Are just doing this. Titania is like an important costume, but like.
This is just for measurements. You're going to be in charge of what it looks like. I just make what?
Are you just meeting with Nadia? Like just Nadia?
Just Nadia today. We don't want to overload ourselves. I know we have several people to measure, but we should do them one at a time.
Okay. Yeah. No, I will be there, and I will distract.
You don't need to. It's not a distraction. I just think it would be better if they stayed outside while we.
There's like furniture and stuff like under the stage, and I'll make them help me carry it up.
Perfect. Thank you.
They seem like they'd be good at physical activities.
I disagree, but it's okay.
Has Nadia gotten a coffee?
Probably. She's probably been here for a little bit. It would have been something pumpkin related.
I wrote something on your cup. And you have to kind of like slide down the like little cardboard thing to see it, so it's not like out in the open. But it's a phone number and it says "a favor for a favor?" ?
Ooh. Okay, so it's probably like while you guys are talking, and I'm just kind of playing with the sleeve, and then it does slip down a little bit, and I see it, and just kind of pick it up. And I'm gonna pull out my phone, and then I will put the number in and say, "A favor, you say?" And then a winky face.
I wait till they leave the counter before I respond.
I assume they leave after their drinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a photo of Asher?
I text back, "Now I would have something like that."
I've just heard. Question.
And if I did, ?
It would really help us with the theater production. dot dot dot. Can I have it?
I'm gonna look up from my phone directly at Isaiah.
I'm gonna try to wink, but I'm not very good at it, so I probably like do both eyes.
I'll send it to them.
I will save it, and then you should delete this conversation. I'll put my phone away. Go back to work.
I'll send a text back with just a winky face, and then a few moments later, a double face. And then I'll like think for a second, and then I'll text back, looking forward to that favor, with like a heart.
Nice.
Whenever there's, a nice moment, I'm gonna go over to Nadia and her table. I'm just gonna kind of prance over there.
Hello. I'll look over. Hey Zach, can you and Chad go get me another coffee? I'm actually empty.
Of course. What would you like? Another pumpkin flavored treat?
Actually, if you can get cinnamon, that would be amazing.
Delightful. I'll have one too. And the two of them walk up and go to the
Oh,
counter.
Zach,
Yes.
could you get me something too?
What would you like?
Just tea.
Particular flavor?
Surprise me.
All right. Here he goes. The two of them leave.
How are you, Nadia? You look radiant.
Why, thank you. I'm doing just fine. What can I do for you?
Nothing at all. I just came to gossip, talk, and enjoy the presence of your company.
That doesn't sound nefarious at all. Did you get the part?
The part? What part? I don't remember.
In the play. You know,
think
Fairy
got-
King.
Oh, I did get an email. I haven't really read it.
You should read it and you should tell me.
I'll pull out my phone. Oh, I look nice. I'm gonna start taking selfies.
Aurora, you're just too much to handle. What does it say?
I got the part of Oberon.
You'll never guess what part I got.
Is there a hag in the play?
No. I'm gonna be playing Tatiana. We're gonna be working very closely together. Isn't that exciting?
We are to be married then, right? You're the queen of the fairies, I'm the king. Is that roughly the play? I've never seen it.
Roughly, I think.
I'm purposely waiting for Zach and Chad to come back.
Zach and I don't think Chad was sitting with you guys, was he?
Yeah, he was, right?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah, they come back after a little bit.
When they do go back, I would like to position myself so that my back is to Chad and I'm facing Zach.
Okay. Zach's still looking at you, but yeah.
So, Zach, are you going to be in the play?
No, I typically don't audition for these things. I might, I'll come support Nadia. I'll maybe do a little. Well, no, that's a lot of physical labor. Maybe lights or something. Something easy.
Oh, but you're so attractive. Don't you belong on stage?
I don't know. A lot of memorization never really appealed to me.
Oh, I don't plan on memorizing any of my lines.
Oh, improv then.
More like pulling from lived experience.
That's a very interesting way to go about that role.
Giving it a try. I never do things the way other people do them. I like to do things different.
During this conversation, are you trying to turn Zach on or shut Chad down?
I am trying to shut Chad down, yes.
Yeah, roll Roll with cold.
Oh no. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you cold boy.
2.
That's real bad. That's the worst.
I was more so aiming to turn Chad on, but whatever. I'll go with shut him down.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can do if that's what you want. Yeah. I mean,
Either way, it's his failure, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you get experience though.
Yes.
You get that old XP. He kind of, he kind of like, as you're talking, he kind of inserts himself into the conversation a little bit and just doesn't really say anything. Kind of just scoots next to Zach and casually throws an arm on the booth, not on Zach, but behind him, and just kind of just looking at you, half smiling.
I give him a pretty serious look. So, anyway, I heard the most juicy bit of gossip, and I have to share it with all my friends. And you're my only friends in the school.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Of course.
Zach perks up and says, "Yes, please, do tell."
So, rumor that's going around school is that Tiffany got smashed by Troy Benning, like, last week.
That doesn't sound like something Tiffany would do. Where did you hear this?
It's just been going around. I'm not quite sure who started the rumor. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
Well, I've been preoccupied making new friends, and I'm just going to glance over at Chad.
So Troy's been probably running his mouth, and Tiffany is furious.
All right. Thank you,
Of course.
my good friend.
Of course. Well, that's all I had. I just wanted to come by and say hello and share gossip and spend some time.
Hope to see you again soon, says Zach.
I look at Zach. You could see me anytime you'd like, darling.
Do you want to try to turn him on?
Sure.
Roll it.
Is there any way I can help that by saying, Zach, just only saying, Zach, you're not busy right now. Why don't you go keep Aurora company?
Sure. Roll first, Aurora.
Okay, 7.
Yeah. He's gonna promise something he thinks you want. So, and Nadia wants us. Yes, if you'd like a little more company for the rest of lunch, I wouldn't mind.
And I'll give Aurora a wink.
I would love to have some company.
He grabs his cinnamon coffee. He got you a coffee as well. He grabs his. And as you guys begin to walk back to whatever table you're on, you see Chad kind of grit his teeth a little bit, and his fingernails are digging a little bit into the booth.
I usually mute myself before my evil laugh, but I was editing.
I'll kind of my eyes will follow the two of them as they leave, and I'll slowly turn back to Chad and I say, This is how it's going to be now, all right?
How it's just going to be, like this, where I sleep with Aurora. Aurora dumps me. Then Zach sleeps with me, and then now Zach's sleeping with Aurora. Not a lot of stability.
Well, we make it we have stability in other ways.
What kind of? We just started hanging out, but what kind of ways are we stable? Because this feels really fucking unstable.
Well, you see, things like think of your experience last night as a weapon, something that you can use to I don't know, help you stay in control of others a little bit, just a little bit.
Gestures to them walking away. It's not working so far. It's gone kind of the opposite. Kind of hope maybe it might make Aurora jealous. Now I'm even more jealous. It's gone real far the other direction.
Well, you could go pursue Aurora if you wanted to. There's nothing like a little healthy rivalry.
It hasn't worked almost the whole year. What about Anthony?
What about Anthony?
Is he with you guys right now?
I assumed so. I assumed he was with us, but
he says about Anthony. Anthony has his headphones on, just jamming out,
Yeah.
zoning out, not listening. He says, I think I want to spend some more time with him.
okay. That's fine.
He goes to kind of grab Anthony's arm and try to not like grab, but like escort him. And Anthony immediately looks at you.
I kind of very slowly nod.
Yeah, his hands go to his headphones, but then he nods back. And they walk arm in arm, like unnecessarily, like around the cafe, around Aurora and Zach, and then.
If Chad passes by me as he leaves, okay, I'm gonna say, "You look great today, Chad. I'll see you later."
His mouth opens like he's going to say something, and then just doesn't know what to say and walks out. Walks past with Troy. Sorry, not Troy. Anthony.
I'm going to send a text to Anthony and say, "Let me know if anything happens."
You get an emoji, but you get a thumbs up emoji back.
And I'll sit and I'll finish my coffee with Zari, my crew feeling very empty right now.
Yeah, every once in a while her eyes wander back to Asher. But you guys enjoy the rest of your lunch together. Anyone else want anything to do during this communal lunch?
Would Cordelia have told me what Isaiah asked her yesterday?
Yes, but we're not there yet. It's not going to happen currently. While we're near Isaiah.
Yeah, I said, like maybe in the morning before lunch on the way to school.
Oh yeah, in the morning, probably while we were having our coffee and grumbling about having to be awake, I would have sort of had a brief moment where I was like, "Hey, I had a really weird conversation with Isaiah last night that you should maybe be aware of." Anything. That's probably how it would have gone.
I'm gonna carefully watch Isaiah throughout this entire conversation, and I'm gonna look at Nadia and that whole exchange and Aurora and that whole exchange, be really confused. And I'm gonna say, Cordy, we might actually be the least fucked up people in this entire school.
I mean, maybe. It's not great with us, though. It's not great.
I mean, we're not that. Whatever that is.
True. That's true.
I'm gonna lean closer in. I'm gonna say, Nadia? That's not a good situation right there.
It's not, but I have some ideas.
You got a plan?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll work, though.
You know where I am if you need me. I've got an in with Zari.
Actually, now that you mention it, maybe try to have Zari put in a good word for me directly with Nadia.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
And I'm going to continue watching Isaiah. I have tipped him. I just want to say this. We've done the tip thing and the staring thing again. The slow, like, Isaiah.
Asher.
I like your glasses.
I need them to see.
That's good to know. So if you didn't have them, you couldn't see?
I also have contacts.
That's really interesting. I'm gonna leave now.
Enjoy your coffee.
I'm just gonna walk backwards without breaking eye contact.
Does Isaiah have a manager?
You have not seen the manager.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, Isaiah does. Isaiah's not running this place. There is a manager.
I own a coffee shop.
So I'm going to prance over to Isaiah. I'm just gonna kind of hang on the counter and kick up my legs. Hi, Isaiah. How are you today?
I'm great, Aurora. Do you need something?
No, I've already got my tea. It was perfect. Thank you.
I put a bag in some hot water. Tea's not hard.
But you did it so well. Do you like working here?
I like having money to pay off my student loans.
Yes. But do you like the work? I mean, do you enjoy having to sit here working while the rest of us do whatever we want with all of our privilege and money?
It's a pretty nice view.
We are a beautiful bunch, aren't we?
Some more than others.
Some more than others, indeed.
You ask a lot of questions, Aurora.
I'm a very curious person.
Well, I mean, that's okay. It's okay to be curious. I forgive you for that.
You forgive me?
That's your nature. Seems like that way anyway.
Oh. Are you one to pass judgment and hand out forgiveness?
No. My opinion about these matters does not matter, does it? I just work at a coffee shop.
Would you like them to matter?
Do you need more tea, Aurora?
No. I was wondering if I could speak to your manager, actually.
I have her business card.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, hey.
You hand over a business card that says Karen, manager of Livington Coffee.
Son of a bitch.
I think you mean Linda.
Game Master.
Yeah.
I've just forgiven Aurora for her nature.
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Let me double check what that is real quick. You can tell me while I look it up.
Sympathy is my weapon. I excused her base nature and I gain a string on her. Him, sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it applies because he wasn't hurting me. So
Let's see. Excuse their base nature. Hurting me. Let me think for a second. If you can justify Isaiah not necessarily being hurt, but even like offended on some level by what Aurora did, I'd say that. If you can just explain how that would work, that's fine. But you can explain how on some level you would be hurt.
I'm so sorry for misgendering. He is clearly trying to get information and is setting up plans that could hurt my plans in the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Isaiah is definitely smart enough to kind of see through Aurora.
I would never.
Through his
I wouldn't even know where to begin setting up plans and scheming.
Yeah. So I will say, yeah, that is how that'll shake out. You are aware of Aurora and you've been around before. So yeah, sympathy is my weapon does apply.
Okay.
I'm totally cool with it. Yeah, I'm gonna text her manager.
All right, what are you gonna say?
Like, hey Karen, just wanted to let you know Isaiah's doing a terrific job. 5 out of 5 stars. He's the best. He's the cutest. Hope P.S. Are you hiring? Question mark. I'm gonna send the message.
It takes a little bit. Anyone else want anything to do with lunch before we finish this? No. Okay. After lunch, but like, let's say fifth period, you get a message back that says, "I'm taking off from maternity leave. I need some more. I gotta have some more workers. So sure, we can do part time."
Would love to meet on this. Thanks.
You get an email back that says, or you get a text back that says, "Email me your resume."
Oh God, I don't know what that is.
Good stuff.
I'm going to. She's not a professor, right?
No.
I'm going to email her a picture of me shirtless in a harness.
Roll a turn someone on. Via text. This is the future.
A10.
Very good. It's a very good turn someone on. Okay. On a 10 plus, you gain a string on Karen.
Perfect. Thank you.
And they are going home. They're going to promise something they think you want, which is you get a.
That's not what I want.
No, it's what they think you want.
Oh, okay.
You get the two emojis back of the wet symbol and one eggplant, and then it says interview on Saturday.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm good.
Okay. You guys go through the rest of the school day on Tuesday. Is there anything else anyone like to do after school? I believe some things were discussed. Isaiah, start with you.
I have something I want to do in the evening when the day is all done.
Yes.
So I finished my
work.
work.
like after school or like late at night?
No, yeah, late at night. Sorry.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do like before, like after school during the evening before late at night?
Yeah. I believe I have a costume fitting.
That's right.
Or at least measurements.
Oh,
yeah. You guys meet at the Hayes. I assume you're all meeting at the Hayes Theater as discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Cordelia there.
Oh, jeez. Did I get any messages / red flags from Anthony, by the way, the rest of the day?
No, he didn't message you anything back.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
But that is kind. It's not like suspicious. Anthony does not. He's not a very, as you know, talkative person.
Right.
He won't always check. Like you'll see him if anything was wrong. Like it's probably hard to know, but he doesn't always text back. He's not very responsive. So if you,
awesome.
The best way to check in on him would be texting him, not expecting a response.
Okay. How long between lunch and after school? How long goes by before I see either Chad or Anthony?
You would see Chad. I don't know if you share any class. I don't know if Chad goes to many classes, but you see Chad like after school. He's leaving the same time as you.
Okay. I'll kind of sidle up to him, and say, "How was your day?"
I don't know if anything worked, but I don't know. I felt better after lunch. Just a little bit.
Oh. So I was serious if you did want to pursue Aurora. That would actually be pretty cool. They did really like you. And maybe now, I don't know, maybe they, jealousy is a strong thing. Maybe seeing you with Zach or with Anthony is a good thing.
Do you have any other advice about how I should maybe pursue?
Well, they do appreciate honesty. And I know for a fact that, you know what? Just be honest with them, actually. Would be really, really good. you know, lies aren't really, I don't think it's their thing.
All right, I'll try to be a little more forthright. Thanks.
Yeah.
And he nods and walks off.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the theater and I'm gonna text everybody but Chad and say, hey, meet me at the theater.
You get a thumbs up from Anthony, and you get Zari and Zach show up very shortly afterward.
Cool.
And you guys are outside the theater. You have the keys, Cordelia, so you would have to let everyone in.
Yep. So hi everyone. This is going to be the assistant for the play, Isaiah. Essentially, he's my right-hand man. So, whenever you can't talk to me, you can talk to him. And he's also going to be doing like a lot of the research, but right now we're sort of just getting measurements and stuff. But Isaiah actually does need like a little bit of help. So while I am working with Nadia, perhaps the rest of you could help him really briefly while that's being done. And then I think it would all wrap up around the same time.
They look to you, Nadia.
I shrug and I say, I mean, that's fine if you think you can. And I'll look over at Isaiah and I'll give him a wink.
Yeah, there's some. We need to bring some set pieces down or up. We need to bring some set pieces up from down below the stage. They have to come up onto the stage.
Morty needs you to move furniture, so you're gonna do it. Let's go.
That.
And I will unlock the doors, and let everybody in and lock them behind as I enter. Just security purposes. Nothing weird. And I know that sounds insincere, but I'm being sincere right now. And then I will say, so Nadia, the dressing rooms are actually downstairs, underneath. Sort of, we have to take some stairs from down back and then go down like way underneath the
Yeah,
stairs.
I know. I've been in some place here before.
Okay, well, I don't remember you, so that's okay. Let's go. So I will lead her downstairs into one of the dressing rooms and flip the lights on as I go.
As we go down, I say, I didn't think that Asher would be here.
Yeah, I'm here. We're like basically inseparable at this point.
Do you like her?
Like as a person?
No. I mean, sure, but do you like her?
No, not like that. She's kind of like my sister.
So, and I'll just sit in one of the chairs that's here. I can give you my measurements.
I'm gonna sit on the counter and say, so Nadia, real talk, I think you and I have been off on the wrong foot for a very long time. I think we both have our own things that we want to make sure we can kind of control and manipulate and handle however we want. And I think as a result, we never really have gotten along very well. And I think that that's going to be a really hard habit, at least for me, to kick. But I think it might be kind of nice if we could, I don't know, maybe try to get along. I guess what I'm trying to say is that...
Cordelia, are you hitting on me?
Well, Asher's not really my type, but I do have a type.
I'll just kind of lean forward in the chair, like cross my legs and just kind of rest my hand on, or my elbow on my knee and say, go on.
But you're a bit closer to my type, I guess you could say.
Roll to turn someone on.
Thank you. Yep. I am also going to take a beat and in my head ask for a quick favor from my dark power and give him a string. And I am going to use the Wild Hunt move from the Fae playbook. And I'm
Okay.
going to add 1 to this roll.
Sure.
Okay. I got a... Where's my hot? That's a 10.
10. On a 10, gain a string on them. You now have a string on Nadia. And then, Nadia, you can choose from a reaction below. You can either, I give myself to you, I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward.
Oh, definitely not the last one.
Ever.
Ever. Well, I think in context, the second one, I promise something I think you want. And I'll stand up. And go over and stand in front of Cordelia. Who you said you were sitting like on the counter, right?
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of lean forward and put my arms on either side of you and get like really close and say, well, all right then. And I would like to kiss her.
Oh, hell yeah. I will absolutely I will kiss back and then I will attempt to move in closer to your ear and then say, I think I should probably take your measurements now.
I mean, you're close enough. You could probably feel me smile. And I say, I think you're right.
Now my question is, are we fading out to black? Are we doing it?
I consent.
Okay, great. I also consent.
Where'd you say?
And you 6. In the theater department.
Where it should happen.
Yeah.
Exactly where it should and will always happen.
Do you have any
Always.
idea how much sex the theater departments of America have seen? The theater departments of America have seen?
Okay, so you guys have sex in the theater department. What are both of your sex moves? Let's start with Nadia's, because yours has come up one more time. We didn't explicitly talk about it, but let's.
All right, so my sex move is as follows. When you have sex with someone, they gain the condition one of them. While the condition remains, they count as part of my gang. So welcome.
Thank you.
I'm very scared about yours, though.
When I have sex, my dark power loses a string on me and gains 1 on you.
Fuck! No.
Oh, it's not great.
Oof. Oops.
Welcome to the game, kid.
So as you guys are before we faded to black, as you moved closer and started kissing, you saw, illuminated by the lights of the mirrors, the makeup mirrors, your shadows kind of entangle. And you see Cordelia's shadow envelop yours, and it just kind of moves discordantly with your bodies just for a second.
Okay.
Before we faded to black.
Yeah, well, right before that, I'll just kind of break away and I'll say, you're definitely more interesting than I thought. Scene.
Scene. That's what you say after you have sex.
Yep,
Scene.
that's exactly what you say.
When you sex.
All right, let's go to Isaiah. And is there anything that happens during your furniture move? Is there anyone you want to talk to during this?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yes, there most certainly is. I'm going to, Asher. Asher's here, right? Asher's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really strong, right? You're on the rugby team.
Yeah.
You think you and Zari could carry a couch?
You know what? I was just going to say, this is all under the stage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't Zari and I take care of this and go into the stage and move stuff up? You guys take care of the top bit. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Anthony and Zach. There's some boxes we need to bring out for Cordelia. Yeah, costume stuff.
You guys go take care of that. Sorry, we'll go down and move the couch.
Of course. She smiles and you guys separate. Let's start with Isaiah first.
Okay, I'm gonna take Anthony and Zach to like a closet full of boxes.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna take him to the closet. Sorry.
I mean,
sorry, yeah, okay. Sorry, yes. Closet full of boxes, yes.
I'm gonna sort of take off my sweater because it's hot back here in the theater closet and like adjust the glasses and be like, Zach, you're tall. Could you get that box of like old fashioned jewelry stuff down for me?
Sure. Absolutely. Are you trying to turn anyone on at all? This is how Isaiah does this.
This is probably how Isaiah does this super awkwardly. Yeah.
I take off my sweater vest.
I take off my
turn
sweater
someone
vest
on.
and fix my glasses.
That'll do it. Roll turn someone on.
That would be a 10.
Yeah. Gain a string on are you doing it to buy I'll let this ride for both of them if you want, or you
Yeah.
Or you gain a string on both Zach and Anthony.
Okay.
This doesn't really. I mean, they're looking at they're very interested as you're doing this. They're doing what you want, but they're definitely like noticing how attractive Isaiah is, especially when he's not wearing like his
cute nerd.
Yeah.
You guys are very strong. This room's really far away from the other rooms. He's so awkward. I'm so sorry.
But it's real good. It is Isaiah. What about that? Zach saddles up next to you.
I'm just saying that sometimes it's nice to spend some time in the company of your fellow man.
He nods to Anthony, and Anthony kind of shrugs, nods back, and says, well, we have a little bit of time before I think the others will notice. If you'd like to get to know your fellow man a little better.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know either of you all that well, and that's really disappointing.
Well, time to learn. He starts taking off his shirt.
I will take off my glasses.
All right. You have sex with both of them.
Nice.
In the closet.
That's where it should happen.
Hey, welcome to the crew, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, but my move happens too, right?
Unfortunately, they don't count. It doesn't reverse that way. Yeah.
My move's so good.
It is. It doesn't reverse that way though. Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, their sex move still goes. It's just not on me.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't affect either of them because they are also.
Do strings on them affect strings on Nadia? No.
I don't. You do mark strings you have on them because they can be used, but I don't like a string for them doesn't count as a string on Nadia.
Okay.
But you can do things with those strings to them.
Okay. I'm not making plans. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Asher.
I love how we had the same fucking thought to do this in this theater.
This. You went in for measurements and set design, but this place just reeks of sex as you leave.
Listen, I'm not saying anything.
The whole thing.
I did theater and drama in uni. It measures up.
It's 100% accurate. 100%.
Checks out.
All right, quick poll. Who here was in theater in college or high school?
I attended a university known for it, but I was not in theater.
Okay, cool.
But all my friends were BFAs, so they fucked all the time.
fair. Okay, Asher, you are carrying this couch. Well, you're down at the place where the storage facility where the couch is with Zari.
Yeah. Like as soon as we get down to the storage facility, I'm gonna pull the same move as Isaiah and be like, "Man, it is. It's really warm in here. I hope you don't mind."
Roll a turn someone on.
12.
That's the best. It's
I was gonna spend a string.
didn't even have to. Okay, you gain a string on Zari. And she's going to give herself to you. She says, "Oh, it sure is," and she unhooks her bra from the front and just pulls it out from through her clothes, and then just takes off the rest.
I'm gonna push, like lean back to the sofa, like sit on her lap, and go. Just so we're clear, I like to be on top.
I could deal with that. And you activate your sex move with Zari, and so does Nadia.
I just need Aurora, and then I'll have everyone, and it's gonna be great.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch all of them.
I'm also gonna use this opportunity to mention good things about Cordelia afterwards.
Yeah. What's your sex move? Let's start with that.
Oh boy, howdy. When you have sex with someone, you establish a deep spiritual connection to them. Until one of you breaks that spirit connection by having sex with someone else, add 1 to all rolls made to defend them. You can tell when that connection has been broken.
So as you sleep with Zari on this couch, you now are familiar with her body, her scent, and you have that werewolf instinct connection with her.
That'll come in useful.
Aurora, what are you doing after school? Anything exciting?
God no, I'm having a boring evening compared to these. So we're all on the same page, Nadia, you broke your promise to me when you sent Chad my way. Because you promised to keep him away from me.
Oh, I sure did.
So now I have a string on you.
Oops.
A very special string.
It's a very bad string.
Oops. I did forget about that. I did get in my own head, and I'm not sorry for it yet.
I'm out wandering the woods bare feet, just drinking wine and talking to the trees. And I stop because I can feel the promise break. And I just look around. Oh yeah. Justice will be wrought. Oh yes. Oh yes. I keep walking.
A lovely evening.
I would, if I can.
Yeah, this is the end. You're into the night thing?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
As we're leaving that closet, 1, Anders broke Anders' glasses, so we're gonna say that Anthony stepped on them. 2,
it was a small closet, a lot of people in
tight
it.
boxes, arms, limbs,
Oh yeah.
2, I want to take some of that jewelry from the box that they pulled down and steal it. Very distinct couple pieces.
Okay. Yeah. This is a kind of an afterglow type situation. You can do it without them noticing, really.
Cool.
My plan for tonight may also coincide with Isaiah's, because I was going to say I follow the shit out of Isaiah.
Well, Isaiah's just going back to, he's going to the library, and then he's going to his dorm, so
okay. Let's say you, around the same time, post-coitus, everyone kind of reconvenes in the main theater. Asher, Isaiah, Zach, Zari, Anthony, Nadia, Cordelia. You're all now back in the main theater after the events that have transpired.
I did actually give her my measurements, by the way.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that
Did you
clear.
take them or just write them down?
I just wrote them down. I know them.
And they are.
Get out. So thank you everybody for coming here today, and I will see you all at some point again soon, I'm sure. That's it. I think Ash and I have to get home now.
Yeah, that was a real productive session.
Super productive.
I look around at the. Is there like a lack of furniture on the stage?
Did you guys bring up the couch afterward?
No.
All right, no, there's nothing. Nothing's on the stage. No one did anything.
I just kind of look around, and I look at the rest of my crew. Now, here's a question. I would love to ask this question to you, TA.
Sure.
Do I know when, like, would I know that I got both Isaiah and Asher in my?
I want you to roll. You have I'll give you an option here.
Okay.
Either you can. I'll let you decide by the way you knew that Chad had kind of joined was because of Zach. You can. This can be the same thing where they tell you afterward, or you can try to roll with Gaze into the Abyss if you'd like.
I would love to try.
Okay, roll it.
That's dark, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be dark.
That's a 4.
That's, I believe.
That's a bad.
I believe that's pretty bad.
That's a very bad.
I
just don't think anything happens.
No, well, you still fail. Something does happen. There's always a
Right.
failure thing.
Mark
I
experience.
do get experience.
Mark experience. What happens is after you don't know. No, you don't. Get any sort of indication that they've joined your gang. But you get a very bad headache after sex.
Those after sex headaches, though.
For the worst.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
For now.
I say, yeah, I should probably get home too. And I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you look
start.
like crap.
Always a pleasure, Asher. And I'm just gonna start walking away.
Okay. You walk back. Are you just going back, Cordelia? Are you going back home?
You mean Nadia?
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
Cordelia,
okay.
you're going back home.
Yeah,
right?
I'm going
so
back
you're
home. Yeah.
I literally just spaced out and was like, "Wow, why aren't you saying anything?" But I'm Cordelia.
Hey, that's me.
I am going to, once everybody's out of the theater and I lock it, I am gonna grab Asher sort of like by the arm and start walking off back towards my place away from campus. And once we are away from earshot of everybody, I feel like we may want to talk about what just happened there because I didn't see any furniture on the stage. Also, I may have done something downstairs.
Yeah, you slept with Nadia, right?
Yeah, and you slept with someone.
Yeah, Zari.
Great. Okay, so everyone had sex. Except I don't know about Isaiah.
Isaiah definitely had sex.
Good for him. Okay,
Smell that it was just all there.
great. Yeah. All right. So, this may end poorly for me. I just felt like you should know, though.
I got you. I ain't gonna let anything happen to you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I put in a good word for Zari.
You found the time to do that?
I always find the time.
You're so good. End scene.
Yeah. And you guys,
Sane!
are you trying to still kind of pursue Isaiah, Asher, after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna split up from Cody's like, I'm gonna go meet Nico and do some more training.
Okay. Have fun. Be safe. Don't punch him too hard.
I promise nothing. And I'm gonna follow Isaiah.
Yeah. Isaiah, you're going to the library?
I want to access a printer, and then I'm going back to my dorm.
Okay.
Whew.
I am going. Give me a hot minute. Yes. Okay. So we're now in nighttime after this. This was kind of a evening. It's still fall, so it's probably like 7-8 p.m. It's fairly late. I'm gonna say because of the conversation with Cordelia, you don't have eyes on Asher eyes on Isaiah the entire time. I want you to roll your heightened senses. And remember, you have dark 3 because you are currently bathed in moonlight.
I do. Heightened senses, roll with dark.
Just +3.
3. Oh, okay. So that's 10 minus 1 plus 3, 11.
That's good. Okay. You can ask me 3 questions if you want. You're not going to need all of them. But I'm going to say not escape route, but what's the best route to get to him that you could kind of follow? What's a secret weakness would be applicable? Let's say those 2. I'm going to say those 2 are the most applicable right now.
I'm going to figure out which is the best route.
The best route is you're kind of following Isaiah, and you have, with your abilities and your nature, you can follow him with real ease, and with also your physicality, you realize you can climb on top of. I haven't described the library. Goodseer Library is a building constructed from dull gray brick, in stark contrast to the green ivy that seems to be slowly consuming it. It's one of the oldest buildings on campus, still standing strong, but some of the wooden shelves have warped a bit. The chairs and the tables inside seem to be dated as well, tragically unfashionable relics from a bygone era. So I'm going to say you can climb the ivy and see in without him noticing you and get a full advantage on him. And for secret weaknesses, the other one, I'm going to say you can tell whatever Isaiah is doing in here, you're going to have visuals on him. Maybe not, but you won't see if you're printing something, Isaiah, you won't have that kind of vision, but you'll be able to see that Isaiah is printing something. Isaiah, what you doing?
I would like to print the photo of Asher and put it in my bag and leave the library.
Okay. You see a color photo?
Yeah.
Okay, you see something large and colorful coming out of like a big, a photo, not a photo, but something big and color being out of the printer. Isaiah puts it in his backpack, and you see Isaiah leave.
I'm going to... Oh, I wonder if I can do this. I'm going to go into the library and try and reprint the last thing that was printed.
I don't think it's a move. I think that's probably something that can be done without a ton of issue. I'm not a very... Let me think. Give me a sec. And hold on. Yeah, I'm going to say you can do that without a ton of issue, especially because your roll that you had, it was so high, and you had heightened sense. I'm going to say you can print it out.
I'm going to print it.
You see a photo of yourself come out of the printer.
When I see the photo of myself come out, I'm going to recognize... It's the same one Zari took of me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I know Nadia sent a picture to Isaiah of me. And I'm gonna fold it up, climb back out the window. Can I see Isaiah anywhere?
Yeah, you have a pretty good track. Well, yeah, you still had a +1 going forward. So I'm going to say you can just see Isaiah heading back to somewhere farther off, and it's a pretty open quad.
I'm going to walk to catch up to Isaiah. Say, hey.
Hi.
What the hell are you doing out so late? You know it's dangerous, right?
I'm heading back to the dorms now. You want to chaperone me or something?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And I'm going to keep walking.
So, do you talk?
Sometimes.
Like now?
I mean, I think a very valuable trait in a person is their ability to appreciate silence.
Interesting. Wait, is Isaiah friends with the gal I like on the rugby team?
Do you like Charlotte?
You guys have a connection with Charlotte, not Margot.
No.
Yeah, you know Charlotte. You guys, Charlotte's probably mentioned. You're friends with Charlotte from I think drawing art. You're friends with Charlotte from art. Isaiah is friends with Charlotte from coffee. So you do have one mutual connection
Coffee.
from coffee. The coffee friend.
Coffee. So, why are you out so late at night?
Doing some stuff for the show. Printing off some reference pictures. Gonna go sketch up some set designs.
Oh, cool. You need any help? I do art, so I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that. I'm sure you're great, but I work best when I do it all by myself first.
I'm gonna say this is a shut someone down.
I'm trying to anyway.
An attempt.
That is a 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Choose from one below. They lose a string on you. If you have no string, if they have no strings on you, you gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take +1.
I would like to take +1 going forward on Asher.
It's your next roll. +1 is just your next
Okay.
roll, whatever.
Then
it
I will
is.
take a string on Asher, please.
Oh, Asher, do you have any strings on?
I do. I have 2 strings on you.
So you lose it. It's either
Okay.
they lose a string or you can gain one if they have none.
Okay, I will lose a string on Asher.
Excellent.
Asher loses a string on you.
Yes.
Got it. Cool. We're all there.
Words.
Great. So Asher, you now have 1 string on Isaiah.
As we walk back to the dorm, I'm gonna say, "So you're friends with Nadia?"
I mean, not really, no.
Really?
I owe her a favor.
Oh man, you're fucked.
Isaiah's face just gets pink,
In more ways than one, maybe.
and he just speed walks back to the dorm because he's awkward like that.
Yo, Isaiah. You better
Stop.
be careful. A lot of nasty things can happen at night. A lot of bad people around. I would think about that. I'll see you at the play. I'm gonna walk away.
Do you want to try to shut Isaiah down too with that? You can
Yeah,
roll
why
it if you
not?
want. Yeah.
Oh, cold, my strongest. Fuck. That is a solid 5.
You get the XP though. You
I
do get
do.
the XP. Asher makes kind of this offhanded threat at you as you're walking away, Isaiah. You think she's probably full of shit. You can give her a condition.
Bite is worse than her, or no, sorry, wrong way. Bark is worse than her bite.
Great.
I love that.
Very good. Write it down. And just a quick reminder for everyone is that when the conditions, anyone can use those. So it is like, it's advantageous to write down everyone's conditions. Because like, let's say Asher tries to threaten Aurora and Aurora knows, oh, bark's worse than the bite. You can use that against them. So, and the conditions persist until you do something like to get rid of them, like purposefully. Because currently most of you guys are members of Nadia's gang. You would have to do something to make sure you get out of it. Same thing with all your other conditions. Quick gameplay note. All right, anything else anyone likes? You had something else, Isaiah?
Yeah, so when I get back to my room, it's a very, very bare dorm room. The only sort of brought in things are some clothes, some books, and a coffee maker. And I'm going to go over to the desk and pull out the jewelry from the costume shop, and it's all old silver bracelets and earrings. I'm going to drop them on the desk, and then I'm going to take the picture of Asher. I'm going to pin it on the bulletin board with a thumb pin. It has a piece of string attached to it. I'm going to step back and look at all the pictures collected of the old pack and the leader. And I'm going to look at the picture of my true love, Cordelia. Does Asher look like the pack leader in any way?
Roll. I can have you roll something. You know what? What kind of picture do you have? I'm gonna ask you that. How did you get this picture of a pack leader? Let me start with that.
It's probably not the best picture in the world. It's probably taken from a newspaper article or a old yearbook. It's not a good picture.
It's hard to say. It's a man in his late 50s, it looks like, who's in it's kind of a bust up. He seems to be in good physical shape, kind of closer cropped hair. Seems to be almost salt and pepper from the black and white of the newspaper. There might be some sort of family resemblance, but you cannot guarantee it with any certainty. But there's a chance.
I'm going to look back at the picture of Cordelia. I'm not letting those dirty wolves take another love. I'm going to start breaking the silver bracelets apart into small pieces. And that's it.
Nothing big, just that. Great.
Just that.
Nothing serious. Great. Awesome. Yeah, it's you. Okay. Gotcha. Fantastic. That is the end of Tuesday night. We have a little bit more time, so let's see if we can do a little bit on Wednesday before we finish up, guys. Anyone else? Anything else anyone like to do? Whether it be Tuesday night or Wednesday morning.
I want to text Chad.
Sure.
Hello, how are you?
You see the three bubble. Well, you probably know what that means because you're Aurora. But the three bubbles with the ... appear like he's typing. It stops. It appears again, and then he says, "I'm okay. What's up?"
I'm gonna say, I'm bored. With that, what are you doing?
Immediately you'd respond saying nothing, want to hang.
I send him a picture of me, a selfie. I'm shirtless by our old spot in the forest near a little stream.
Yeah, roll it, turn someone on.
9.
Yeah, they give me a second. That is, they're gonna choose their reaction. Yeah, they're. He says, "Be there in 10."
Perfect.
And he meets you out in the forest in 10 minutes, or he's out in the forest in 10 minutes. I don't know if you are.
I am. I'm there.
So just what have you been up to? I saw you with Zach. I didn't think you'd text.
I saw you with Zach.
Yeah, we've been talking. Him and I had a nice evening the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And why would you do something like that?
I haven't, really been dating much or hanging out with people since me and you, and Nadia introduced us.
I haven't either, since we broke up. Since you broke my heart.
Well, you broke up with me. You said it wasn't working out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was really into you. I was hoping we could hang out over the summer, and then you just shut me down.
I was going through so much back then. God, I'm the worst. 1 second, sorry.
Sure.
All right, my doggo. I'm gonna say, I don't remember it like that at all. I was madly in love with you, and yes, I did break up with you. That was only because I was unhappy.
Do you want to give it another shot? I mean,
I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like you're not dedicated enough to me. I feel like if I give myself away here and now in this forest, you won't love. You won't be. You'll get. You won't respect me.
what can I do to make you happy? You know, if you weren't happy before and we want to try this again, what can I do differently to make you happy?
I'm gonna get down on my knees and look up at him. All I ask is a promise.
What can I promise?
Shit. It actually worked. I'm gonna say promise me at the party. Promise that you'll wait for me.
Like to go to the party, or like that night, or like what are you thinking?
No, that night, I want you to promise to wait for me by the Wicker Man.
Yeah, like a time, like in the before or after?
Not just by it, but inside of it. We're going to surprise everyone.
How what kind of surprise are we talking about? I don't Wicker Man?
Yeah, it's like I think of it like an old-fashioned giant birthday cake. You're gonna pop out of it.
I want you to roll turn someone on one more time for this. For this big ask.
12.
He extends his hand to you as you're on your knees. It says, "If you're willing to give this another shot, yeah, I promise I'll be at the party. I'll be there for you, for us."
I think we're going to really put on a nice party. I think everyone's going to be really happy that you're in there.
I don't care about everybody else. I want us to be happy.
I want to be happy too.
He extends his hand to kind of offer you up if that's what you're looking for.
I am not going to fuck him.
Okay. All right. Do you do anything or you just leave afterward?
I'll make out with him.
Okay. You make out in the woods for a while and you don't shut him down, but you kind of now discussed your relationship further and he seems kind of happier at the prospect of a future with you and goes back to his dorm that night.
Perfect. It'll be wait for me, promise to wait for me at midnight, wait for me in the Wicker Man.
Okay. Okay. I think that finishes we have a pretty, I think this is a done at 7 show, right? The next show starts.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's finish it off. Great.
Perfect.
So that's how Tuesday night ends with Aurora and Chad parting ways. Or unless Asher has something else.
I want to do one more thing. On the walk back, I'm going to go past the coffee house. I'm going to take out my graffiti can. I'm going to do a piece of graffiti, but inside it is a very subtle symbol. And I'm going to take out my flip phone and I say, "Hey, Dad, you know that hunch I had? think it's time to come back into town.
Okay. And we'll resume with your answer next week on Monstarts.
What
Fiddle
is
Friends
happening?
and Wicked Lovers.
What is happening? Between Anthony, well, Asher and Isaiah.
We'll have to find out very soon. All right, let's go around. Everyone say their name and favorite moment of the evening. Let's start with, let's go in reverse order. Let's start with Matthew Foreman.
Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I'm a D&D content creator and designer and tabletop gaming. Check me out here, Variant Roles. Check me out on Dice Priori. Yeah, so I'm taking the easy one. My favorite moment was the Anders silver bracelet murder map crazy bullshit scene.
Yeah.
Fucking called it. Well, sort of, but not really. But I knew. Oh, someone is definitely dying in this show.
Probably
Someone
everyone.
is going to get
Probably
murdered.
everyone.
That's it. Thanks.
Let's go to Val.
Hi everybody, I'm Val. Yeah, my favorite moment of the night was that I suspected Isaiah might be something when he was asking about me. And I was like, is it gonna be? And then Isaiah did that, and I was like, oh, this is a really good setup to bring my dad back into town, and it was awesome, and I loved it. Isaiah, I knew it! I knew it. I know that's cheap. Also, I loved the theater fucking the theater orgy. What a time.
I have a game question. Sorry. Is this like a playbook thing? Is this something in the playbooks? This whole adversarial thing?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, fuck. So good. Okay, sorry.
Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter to see all the stuff that I'm doing. Okay. Favorite moment, actually. I'm gonna be selfish with this one, surprising no one. I did not think I was gonna be able to get Nadia to, like, I did not think I was gonna be able to hook up with her, and I was so happy that that's how it played out. And the face that you had, Maria, when I was like, oh, my dark power now has a string on you. You were like, what? No. Yes, it was that was great. Thank you for that.
Anders.
I'm Anders. You can find me at Anders_D_K on the internet. My favorite moment, and it's kind of continuing from last week, is Nadia slowly but surely becoming the most powerful player on the board by just slowly taking more and more people under her control. It's very good.
Slowly fucking everyone.
And I'm terrified, but into it also. That's it.
And we'll finish with Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on all of the places, on all the things, and also I'm here all the time. I'm also going to be here right after this on a new show, Burning Wheel, so hang out, chill, be cool. God, my favorite moment, the theater experience was a good one. And then mirroring Anders, everyone except for Aurora, who is my best friend, is now like with me, and this is gonna be great, and we're gonna have good times and real good talks and slumber parties and everything. It's gonna be great.
Love you, bestie.
We're just gonna murder a kid together. It's fine.
And I am Ty. You can find me here at Variant Roles, Dice Priori, and the Mythos Mystery Society, and Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. My favorite moment of the evening, the constant theater sex was great. That was good. But to do something different that no one else chose, I enjoy Aurora playing with Chad, going back and forth, just destroying this poor, boring stoner. It was a very enjoyable time.
He was typical and predictable, and that's something the gods can't forgive.
No, that gets you burned at this school. Gets you sacrificed.
Yeah, I did also, myself and Nadia did forget about that promise that we made.
That was good too.
Oops.
That
so
was
I'm
very
real
good.
scared now.
Yeah, you got to keep track of Aurora. I enjoy that playbook coming into effect like that as well. So that is it for this week of Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers, a Monster Hearts game. Please join us next week for another tale of supernatural sexuality on a very spicy Sunday. I am Ty, and until next week, class dismissed.